I'm Sarah, and this is my story. Okay. Sorry. Anywho, I don't expect a lot of people to watch this or really care much, but I just wanted to make this video because this is my life. I suffer from major depression, anxiety, bulimia, self-harm, suicidal thoughts, and panic attacks. And I think I'm bipolar. I don't know. Haven't been diagnosed with that yet. I'm just like, really messed up. It all really started in elementary school when I was picked on and bullied, and I wasn't exactly popular. And girls would be all like, ew, Sarah touched me, now I'm gonna get Sarah germs. And I'm just like, I was so young, so I'm just like, do I really have germs? What? So it was really hard for me to deal with that back then. And I just became like antisocial. And it's amazing how something so little that doesn't even matter anymore from the past can affect your life in the future so much. I mean, like, if I didn't get bullied or if I did have friends, I probably wouldn't be the way I am today. And I'm still picked on to this day. I mean, there probably is something wrong with me. I don't expect everyone to like me. I mean, that's just not going to happen. But I'm just trying to fit in with everybody, and that's what people don't get. Like, all they do is judge me by one look at me. And I know everybody judges. I judge. But it's just human nature. Everybody does it. Everybody judges and gets judged. But you should try to at least get to know the person, because they may seem fine, but they could be breaking down inside. And at school, I'm always pretending that I'm fine. I'm so used to doing that everyone believes it. I'll just be like, oh, I'm fine. And they're like, okay, well, so what's up? I'm just like, you're so stupid. But I'm so used to doing that everybody believes it. And in the morning before school, I would just like paint on this fake smile that everyone's so used to seeing. Not like anybody cares or anything, but anywho. Yeah, so I know I'm not alone. Like, many other people go through the same stuff, but I feel alone. People with problems like this do feel alone. Because no one will have the exact problems you do. No one has, people have different reasons, different problems, different ways to cope, so it's natural to feel alone. And yes, I do cut. I do it on my wrist, hips, shoulders, and thighs. And if you don't cut, don't ever start cutting. Because I got addicted to it. For 2 months out of my life, all I would do is cut, like every day. Every single day, non-stop. Like, I'd already cut on my arm, and I'd just have cuts over already sliced skin. And I got, like, just majorly addicted to it. Even if I didn't even have any room to cut anymore. And it's so hard to stop once you've started, because it just you get out of control. Cutting leaves scars, and when you're, well, I think you know that, but when you're older, you might not want those scars. Or, like, if you're going to the beach or something, you're probably not going to want them. So, yeah. Like, people who don't cut probably don't understand why I cut. You might think I'm, like, crazy for doing it. But I could give you, like, reasons all day, but I can't. So here's some reasons I could do. I can do. Cutting relieves stress, and it gets rid of my emotional pain. It, like, covers that by replacing it with physical pain. When I cut, I feel like I deserve it, and seeing the blood reminds me that I am alive, and it's better, than suicide. Cutting also releases endorphins. I don't know if I pronounced that right, sorry. And endorphins is the name for a set of hormones that affect receptors in the brain, often reducing the sensation of pain or stress. When you feel like cutting, you aren't really yourself. That's what my counselor told me. Well, not counselor, therapist. Usually by eating sour food, splashing freezing cold water on your face can help you get back into yourself and not have the urge to cut as much. You might think cutting won't do much harm because it can't kill you, but you would be wrong. Cutting can kill you. You could cut too deep or hit a vein. At the beginning of June, I cut myself with a knife, and it was really deep that it split the skin open, like, not like this, but it went like that, like, open. And when you're in that position, it's really scary. And I ended up having to use this medical glue to stick it back together, and medical tape. Yeah, I'm changing the page. And I was lucky it didn't need stitches. Also realizing, Also purging releases endorphins. When I used to purge, I lost a lot of weight, but it still wasn't enough for me. Like, it was really hard not to purge when you hate your body so much. And to help it, I ended up not eating a lot too, like skipping meals. And when I did eat, I would just purge after that, and it was unhealthy. I ended up writing a 9-page note to my friend about everything going on in my life. How I couldn't stand this pain, how I wanted to die, and I think I was starting to actually go crazy. In that note, I was listing all these ways I could kill myself, but then listing how they might have not worked, which was my biggest fear. Trying to kill myself, but then waking up in the hospital alive later. A week after I gave that note to my friend, my parents checked me out of school because they found the note, and they checked me into Anger Hospital, which is a treatment center. I only stayed there for a little over a week because it wasn't long term. When I was there, I hoped people would notice or care that I was gone, but only like 5 people did. 5 if I'm lucky. I came back to school and nobody really cared. Anywho, so after I got out of the hospital, I'm now going to see 2 therapists and 1 like medicine doctor. And like, I'm on medication that I might have to take for a long time, and I'm honestly trying to get better, but it's really hard. One of my medicine helps me with sleep, so I don't have to worry about my insomnia kicking in. And before the hospital, I would stay up till like 4 on a school night or any day. Every day, not being able to sleep and being alone with my thoughts like taking over me. And those thoughts would just constantly tell me I'm worthless, ugly, fat, stupid, not good enough. That one I got a lot. That's what goes in my head every day, a lot. I also ended up getting panic attacks, and those are really bad. You feel like you're like about to die. You can look them up to find out more about them because I don't feel like explaining. And so panic attacks result from anxiety, and I have bad anxiety. Like, I will hear somebody laughing behind me and automatically think they're laughing at me, which probably they are. See? Like, I'm just antisocial and awkward. That's me. Anywho, it's good that I did go to Anchor, or I probably wouldn't be here today, because I honestly was planning my suicide. And I felt like, and still feel like sometimes, that the world would just be better off without me, that everyone would just have it so much easier. It'd just be better for them. And I've had so many people telling me that, and that I should kill myself, that I began to believe it all. And it's really hard to stay positive sometimes with all this going on. Some days I just want to break down, but hopefully someday I won't have to feel this way anymore, that it will just be a memory. But I have to work to get there, and if you go through the same problems I do, just know you aren't the only one. You may feel hopeless, like there's no escaping your thoughts or pain, but we can get through this. I could go on all day, but I can't make this too long. So if you're still watching this, thank you. Stay strong.